Hey there, folks. Chuck here, and I think I just hit the mother lode at my local Goodwill. First of all, thank you. It's good to be back. Feeling much better after having COVID. And thank you to everyone and their thoughts and prayers. It was much appreciated and felt as my whole family was sick with this nasty thing. It is bad. Do not take this thing lightly. It put us out for a really long time. But I'm up, feeling better, able to get up and about, and good enough that the doctor cleared me to be out again. And I took my first outing today and happened by a thrift store, and this is just a quarter of what I found. This is actually less than a quarter of what I found. It was a huge find at my local thrift shop, and I'm so excited about this. So let's just dive in and see what we got. There's a lot of cool stuff and there's a lot of junk, but I tried to look at it as little as possible as I dug in, because I was like, I really want to share this with y'all. Those of you who are interested in unboxings and weird thrift store finds. So this is a Hot Wheels car. It's dated 1990. Not really familiar with it. Some kind of fantasy casting, very Lambo influenced. So anyway, I'm going to dig through here and keep what I like, and I'll give Goodwill back everything that I don't. That one's probably going to be one that I don't. But what got my attention was I saw a decent amount of Majorettes in there, and that was very exciting. I love old Majorettes, and this Toyota was definitely one that caught my eye. And once I started seeing, the more I saw in here, the more I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta buy all these. So yeah, I was the weirdo in line with a whole bunch of bags of cars. So this is very cool. Toyota pickup. It's got a little inline engine in there, opening hood, mirrors, good detailing around it. That'll be a lot of fun to do. So I don't know what the deal is with this set, because this is the stuff, you never see this stuff in a thrift shop. Pontiac Firebird, also Majorette, opening hood. It's got some kind of thing that loosely looks like an engine in there, but that's cool. Got little speaker boxes in the rear window. This is an old Matchbox. I had one of these, one of the original releases in red. That's fun. That's probably not one I'm going to do, but it's a good vintage Matchbox car. Old Mitsubishi 3000 GT, it looks like. Another Matchbox. That's a cool keeper. I like the old 90s cars. Hot Wheels Hummer. Probably not a keeper. I've got a couple of these ones, but this is cool. Majorette. Road Roller. It's actually pretty close to, looks like it's pretty close to 1/64 scale. It's probably a little small, but it's better than most of the ones that I've seen. It's got this nice pivot action, nice roller. That would be a fun weathering project. Majorette Chevy Impala. This is one of my favorite castings. Even though the doors aren't quite right, they should open up here, but always handy to have these around for background vehicles for a scene. Another Majorette Chevy Corvette, 1/57th scale. Opening doors. Good windshield. Good steering wheel in there too. So that's very fun. This is an oldie goldie Matchbox. It's the old Blue Thunder casting. It's in pretty good shape. My daughter loves these, so I'll probably set this one aside for her. I forget the name of this one. It's a Hot Wheels tow rig. This is cool. The arm is cool. I can do something with that for sure. It's got a cool push bar on the front. But again, a little too fantasy for what I do. So an Abrams tank, 113th scale for Matchbox. That's fun. Probably not something I can do anything with. I might be able to like do a Gaslands build with that, using the bottom and use the top for something else. That is junk, I think. No, maybe? Wasn't there a Matchbox that had a rocket on it? Maybe I'll set that aside. These are cool. I had this one in a different color scheme as a kid. I think I still do have it. Used to get these at the Dollar Tree, or the Everything's a Dollar store, I think was what it was called back then. I just think these were very fun. They got a little metal tab in there. This one's gotten a little tired, so it's been very well loved. But it holds the top side up. PT Cruiser from Maisto. I have a dark history with these cars. I'll probably not do anything with that one because of the trauma that it brings up. This is cool. Looks like a Mustang SVO. Sort of. Like that's an SVO back. That's not really an SVO front. Oh, Mustang SVO. Majorette. 1/59th scale. So it's interesting that Majorettes are a little on the big side. It's got a little, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a little backpack with some shoes in the back. That's very cool. So, do love a good 80s Mustang, and I like the opening hatch a lot. So yeah, I was just like blown away that there was this many Majorettes in a thrift shop, because I usually only see these in antique stores. It's that Pontiac Firebird again, 1/62nd scale. That's cool. And just a killer find. Another Majorette, F1 Ferrari. Don't know if I could do much with that one. Not a lot of detail there. Might be a good parts car to get stuff off of. Got these open wheel things and spoiler. Be useful. What's this? Hot Wheels. Not sure what that is. Some kind of European thing. Maybe an Alpha? Not sure. Interesting police car. Yeah, I was gonna say definitely a Hot Wheels. Definitely one of the weirder fantasy castings. That's probably gonna go back. Can't really think of watching. It's got some kind of spring action to it. So, if you have any insight on any of these that I don't, please leave it in the comments, because I am an amateur Hot Wheels archivist at best, or diecast archivist. You know, something happens when you squeeze that, and But yeah, it's just interesting. It's just, crushed up Corgi Jr.'s Pacer. That's cool. It's a shame it's banged up, but you know, given the way I build cars, that might actually come in handy. So I could do something with that. Maybe I could pound it back into place, or not. But that's very fun. I haven't seen that casting anywhere. So yeah, I don't know if somebody was just like getting rid of their old collection or what. A Yachtming. That's cool. That's all metal. It's a little small, but that's cool. I love old Yachtmings. That's the old, some old Hot Wheels Power Rocket. Opening canopy. Fun fantasy casting. These are great because they're metal. Great for if you're building a Gaslands or some kind of like cyberpunk build, a spaceship build. Hot Wheels Pontiac Banshee. That's the original one with the those slotted wheels. That's cool. 1989. Looks like a no-name Jaguar XJS or XJ6, I think. 6.8 or 12. I guess it varied based on the engine. That's kind of fun. I do have a soft spot for knockoff castings of that particular car. Edo car, 1988, BMW M1. So that's cool. Kind of a different take on that casting. Or that vehicle, rather. Interesting. Not familiar with the brand, but old school, for sure. Another Blue Thunder. This one's missing a few pieces. So that'll be a parts thing. This looks like a Matchbox. Yep, Matchbox. Mobile crane. It's Well, that's fun. Looks like somebody might have been doing some... maybe that was built in. Painting built in. Looks like they tried to do a little weathering on it. They could be some fun pieces. Always good to have some extra hooks around. This is Hot Wheels Stalker. Some kind. Monte Carlo Stalker. Definitely mid-90s vibe there. So, that's cool. It's got a good roll cage in it. So, yeah, that's just bag number 1. Bag number 2. We'll go a little faster on these ones. Let's see. Make sure I don't stop my recording here. That is definitely a Hot Wheels. Not sure on that one. Definitely not my typical fare. So that one will probably be going back. Saw this one. This is another one that grabbed my attention. I had this one as a kid. Old Jeep Cherokee 2-door. Mine was interesting though because they had put the windshield in backwards from the factory, and as a kid I didn't really understand what that was because it was weird because it had like the glass bit back here and then this flat bit was kind of sticking out and you could pop it with your finger. According to this, this one's exactly 1/64 scale, so that's cool. Love the razor grill on the front of these. Looks like the old electric shavers. So, tailgate's bent, but that's not a problem with my type of builds. This is a very, very good find. It's one of those ones that makes almost the whole thing worth it. Matchbox Ferrari F40, 1/59th scale. That's cool. Matchbox Ferrari F50, 1/59th scale. Very cool one. This is another Majorette, 1/59th scale Mercedes. This is 190E. Yeah. Opening doors. Another great find. And like you never see these in America. Like it's very hard to find them. Another Chevy Impala. Another one that I was very excited about. These I've seen in antique shops for $5 or $6, and so like this one alone is worth the entire bag. This is another Matchbox that I really like. It's an old breakdown van. It's based on like an old Ford Transit. Has a cool mechanism on it. I've got one of these. It has the older hook setup. That's kind of cool with the dual hook setup. So this is a very cool find. It's weird. It almost looks like the doors open, but they don't. But they got a really deep groove in them. So this one's a very cool find as well. Another old school 1985 Matchbox. Some Hot Wheels fantasy car. I'll get into that. This one was fun with the old school Dinty Moore setup on it. You know, old promotional vehicle from Hot Wheels. You know, probably not even, it's not even close to 1/64 scale. Removable backing, but container's cool, and I thought that was a fun casting. What is this? Another Majorette, Alpha 75, 1/55th scale. Opening doors, it looks like. Yep. Nice little interior with a nice steering wheel. So that's fun. Always good to have some old Alphas in your collection. It's the old Corvette concept, I think. Matchbox Corvette Stingray 3, 1994. And probably not one that I'll do much with. Old Jeep 4x4 Matchbox. This is an old casting, isn't it? I think this one goes back to the 70s. I think they did like a mail delivery vehicle version of this. Maybe not. This might be a modified version. But that's fun. This one is really interesting. It says Nissan 4x4 on it. Made in Spain. Guisval. Guisval. Interesting. Oh. What's interesting to me is that it does not look like a Nissan. Like that looks like a Jeep Cherokee. Or like a Jeep Comanche. That looks like a Jeep Comanche. The front does not look like a Jeep Comanche. but like all of this, as a Comanche owner, former Comanche owner, screams Comanche. So that's very, very interesting. But okay, I'll have to look up old Nissan trucks and see how similar they are, but this really looks like an X-Jag. Speaking of Jeeps, this is a Jeepster Concept Car from Hot Wheels. Again, not really my thing, but it's a Hot Wheels big rig, and that one will probably be going back as well. So, Hot Wheels AC Cobra. I like this casting. Got a opening hood, metal body, metal base, good weight to them. These are great track cars. Looks like the Pontiac Radius concept, 1998. Yep. Clear top. I've already got this one, and one that actually looks more like the concept car, so that one will probably be going back. Majorette Porsche Turbo, 157 scale, opening doors. Very fun. Really like their wide wheels on these things. Matchbox Isuzu Amigo. That's a very fun one. This is right in my sweet spot of malaise trucks and cars. It's a Matchbox Jeep 4x4. It's a fun casting. Got a good push bar grill with the winch. Handy roll cage. There's a lot of kit bash potential here. Even a decent steering wheel. This is Hot Wheels. Old helicopter. I had this one at some point. Yeah, 89. Another old school helicopter. That's fun. And wow, metal body, metal base Camaro. I just bought the new version of the Highway Patrol Camaro or Police Camaro, and it has a plastic base. This is old enough that it's got the metal body, metal base. So that's very cool. And clear windows. Cannot say enough about finding ones with clear windows. Matchbox Vectra Cavalier. Another European sedan. Handy one to have in the stash, though. Hot Wheels Pontiac Stalker. It's fun. Old Kyle Petty livery. Matchbox Humvee. It's a cool little gun. It's a nice little pop back. I definitely had this one as a kid. This is cool. No name Trans Am. Plastic base, made in China. Decent proportions though. It's got the T-tops built in, so I can cut those out. A lot of potential on that one. Dodge Dakota Matchbox. Familiar with this one. Actually have this one in this same paint setup, but one of the ones I enjoyed. It's one of the first ones I saw that had a kind of a faux weathering. I'm sure it's not the first one. It's just the first one I noticed, but love the love this Dodge Dakota casting. That is a good one to have lots of spares on. And oh look, there's another one. I also have the same casting, so I think I'm going to be sticking more to thrift store finds because I keep finding these really good thrift store finds, which is unusual in a college town like Gainesville. You don't usually see, vintage toys show up places. But yeah, this is old school. This is the Dodge Ram truck from '94 when they did the changeover on the truck platforms, the second gen Rams. So that's cool. Like the Goodyear wheels. They're plastic, but still got the nice NASCAR style wheels on it. Those are handy. And it's just a good casting to have around for a diorama. And Matchbox Camaro Z28, 1993, 1/63rd scale. It's a nice light bar. That's definitely useful. Something happened to the window on this, it melted. So, alright, on to the next one. Again, like I said, this is just a crazy amount of finds. Actually, I'm going to pause here so I don't lose any footage. So, flip wipe. Alright, we're back. I said this is just... Oh. Just an insane amount of oddly vintage diecasts. Matchbox Jeep Cherokee. Good find. Yeah, let that thing go. And that hood is just so similar. That one's even closer than a real than that one to being a Cherokee hood. Again, Majorette Impala. This one is the Sonic Flashers. Seriously, the doors didn't open. It had little LED lights, and obviously that's no longer flashing. And there's a lot of corrosion in there, so that battery is definitely melted. But always good to have extra Impalas. Corgi Juniors, another really cool find. Unusual to find here in the US. Mercedes-Benz 240D taxi cab. That is very cool. Again, like this one alone makes the whole bag worth it. That looks like... Yeah, this is Corgi as well. Great Britain, Volvo 240 with an opening trunk. This was definitely on my hit list for sure. So that is a very cool find. Majorette, some kind of semi-truck, 1/100th scale. So, interesting. That one's a little too far beyond the pale for my mind over matter with scale, but Matchbox Lamborghini Countach made in England, so this is old school. 1973 Lesney opening hood, and again, you know, another like car that you would not find normally here in the US, not easily anyway. Matchbox 90s Camaro. They're always handy to have. Old school Matchbox 81 van, Chevy van. That's funny, I just literally today told my brother Justin, don't get that one, because he was sending me stuff from an antique store, and I was like, don't give me that one. I think I've got that one already, and there it is. Again. Oh, this one takes me back. This is old school Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels XT3, 1984. This is not the original, I don't think, but I definitely had this one, I think, in black with a yellow-green canopy. It's got a soft tip on it so you don't stab yourself as a child. That's very cool. Old school. 1990 Hot Wheels Lamborghini Diablo metal body, metal base. Old school slat style wheels. That's very fun. Red windows. Less fun. Blue Thunder again. This one's broken quite a bit. Oh well. Matchbox The Buster, 1998. Don't know much about that one. Some kind of dumper truck from Siku. Wow. I think this is the first Siku I've ever held. That's wild, because this is a German company, and definitely didn't have very widespread distribution in the US. So that's a very unusual find. Very cool. Majorette, Mercedes 190E again. Oh, that's very fun. Another great car with, you know, lens lights. Really want to do a Majorette build. That was a BMW M1, I think. Yeah, BMW M1 Hot Wheels. Yeah, this is old. 82, metal body, metal base. It's definitely a later iteration of it, but based on an old casting. Well, that is very cool. 1982. This is the old Thunderburner. I think this is a, yeah, this is a color changer. You can tell by the finish on it. That one. Unfortunately, this one has been smooshed a little bit, but I think I can pound it back into place. Another great track car for, you know, metal body, metal base. Great old school casting. Here's another one. Hot Wheels Lamborghini Countach. Another metal body, metal base, old slat wheels. That's very cool. That's one of my favorites as a kid. This is Matchbox, I believe. Yep, Matchbox. Mustang Cobra. Done up in pace car livery. It's fun. Very mid-90s. The Showstopper from 2000. Pretty sure this was based on like a Hyundai. But, or maybe a Toyota. But, oh well. This is part of something. Looks like it used to hook together. Maybe we'll find the rest of it. Oh. Ah. There's another one of those rocket things, so that's what that does. Yeah, this is old Matchbox. I had one that had a NASCAR, not NASCAR, NASA theme on it. So there's a like second piece that goes on top to make the rest of the rocket. 1/150th scale transporter vehicle. Oh, that's fun. Wow. That's cool. This is some kind of knockoff that's based on an old, that was pretty sure an old Matchbox casting. So that's cool. It's like an old Mercury Villager or wagon. So that's fun. I think this is part of that. Yeah. What? It's like some kind of tiny model kit. Excuse me while I build a model in the middle of my unboxing. Find some wheels in there. That's cool. Huh. K96 N3. Not really familiar with this. That's fun. This might actually work for the Arctic Cat that I'm going to do in January. Caterpillar, Matchbox. Those are nice. Nice housing, nice engine. Good push bar. Could make a snowplow for a truck out of that. Hot Wheels 1990. Don't know anything about that one. That doesn't look like anything. It's made in West Germany, so that's cool. So, Cold War era toy. Peugeot 309. MC toy. Not really familiar with that one, but that's cool. It's the 80s Euro stuff. Matchbox Vauxhall Astra Opel Cadet. That's nice. Metal body, metal base. Really cool bit of 80s Euro stuff. Audi TT. That's fun. There's a guy I follow, Dave Makes Stuff. He's different from David Curtis, who also goes by Dave Makes Stuff. And he's making a 4x4 in England out of an Audi TT. It's very cool. I'll link to that. It's a cool build to follow. Hot Wheels? No, Matchbox. That was mid-90s, late 90s, 99 Mustang. So that's cool. Probably saying that's cool like 500 times. Here's that Z28 Camaro. Casting again with the lake pipes, but now you got an engine poking through the hood. Another old Hot Wheels with the old wheels on it. 1983, Malaysia. Cool. There's that Pronto Cruiser from Maisto. This was the concept car that led to the abomination that was the PT Cruiser. I know that's a hot take to hate on the PT Cruiser, but Bruder, another West German thing. So maybe this was brought over Like this was a collection that was brought over, which would make sense because like there's not a lot of Hot Wheels in here, and usually with a selection like this, you're going to get a lot of Hot Wheels compared to this many majorettes and another yacht being awesome. Mercedes-Benz 500 SEG. Wow, that's cool. Opening doors, metal body, metal base, terrible wheels. Don't care. Fix the wheels. Majorette Lamborghini Countach. Very cool. Another Yachtming. Awesome. Trans Am. Opening doors. Metal body, metal base. Another one of those flip cars. I think there's another one in here. Yep. That's cool. I actually didn't have that one. It's like a Porsche on one side and a Formula 1 car or an Indy car on the other. Mercedes 280 SL. Sounds like my littlest one is up. Oh, there's those wheels for that F1 car. Fix that in a minute. Lotus Elise 340R. Wheels. Majorette Nissan 300 ZX. Opening doors. And I remember this. This one has the flip-up lights. That's awesome. And Hot Wheels Porsche. I'm going to go get my daughter, and I will get the last bag in just a second. Flip boy. Alright. Last bag. This is, again, just like the mother load of thrift store finds. And this one looked like the most interesting, so I saved it for last. So let me know in the comments which one you like the most. If there's anything that I've missed, or some fun facts that you want to share about any of these, let me know. But let's see, again, Matchbox 90s Camaro. It's got that cool light bar. That one's very handy to have. It is 1999 Monte Carlo, used under license. Pepsi Cola, Hasbro. That's interesting. Again, always good to have NASCAR wheels. This is very cool. Majorette Toyota 4-wheel drive. The old Tercel with the opening hatch. It's very cool. Jesse Pinkman drove one in Breaking Bad, but I've always liked these little things. Very, very strange cars, but very cool. Another Majorette. This looks like the Trans Am. Yep, Pontiac. With some kind of insane hood or engine under the hood that doesn't exist. Yeah, that one's fun. Single seat race car interior. They do love that yellow glass, don't they? Unimog Hot Wheels 1990. So that's fun. My soft spot for ugly square body knockoff castings is pleased. I don't know why I love these, but I do. This is another old school favorite of mine. Old 70s metal body, metal base Corvette. This is probably from... It's definitely from later because they got the Hot Wheels brand on them. Interesting paint job. It's got a white pearlescent thing. That's cool. Another casting that I've always liked having. I had the old the red one with the pinstriping. In a strange world where NASA used Land Rovers, Majorette made it happen. That's got a cool opening door. Land Rover badging on the back. 1/60th scale, so close enough for me. Light bar, that's handy. Got that fun Majorette suspension that we all love. There's that Lamborghini Countach again. Another old iteration with the old slidings. Because again, this is just like such a strange thing that people would just donate, because these are, a lot of these are old. Like the late 90s ones are like 25 years old, but like some of these are 30, 40 years old. Not 40, but maybe 30 years old. There's that Majorette Ferrari F1 again. It says Ferrari on the bottom, yeah, on the top. Oh well. Old school Mustang Cobra. No name. I think this is based on... I want to say this is based on a Matchbox casting. But that's the old pre-84 setup on the front, like 84 and earlier. Old, like 79, 80, 81. Taillights, that's handy. No name Porsche 911 Turbo. No, MC Toy. It's that MC Toy thing again. That's cool. Matchbox, I believe. Yeah, Matchbox Lamborghini Diablo, 159th scale. Another fun one from way back when. I had this one, I think, in red as a kid. Opening hood, the engine underneath. Matchbox Chevy Blazer. It's a great casting to have. K5. This is nothing, but it's definitely based on an old Volvo. So that would be a handy background car or some kind of junkyard scene. Oh, sounds like somebody's coming downstairs. So means I gotta hurry and wrap this up. Alright, Matchbox Hummer, again. Cool. No name GT40 based thing. What a mess. Look at that, tiny tires. Almost looks like it's already a junkyard car with just hubs. Matchbox Viper, 159th scale. That's fun. That is an old school, I forget what these were called, creature features or something like that. I had the old shark one. Never had the Viper one. That's very cool, or Cobra, I guess. No name, based on a Dodge Stealth, clearly. That's fun. Hot Wheels OST Suzuka. I'm familiar with that one. That is Hot Wheels. That's the later Thunderbird Stalker. So that's cool. Definitely one I don't have. Plastic base, but that's still a cool casting. Here's another Yachtming Trans Am. That's very, very cool. Very excited. I love old Yachtmings. That's very strange. Majorette plastic Corvette. Used Corvette with a right-hand drive. Plastic Nova car. Looks like the old Porsche 962, I think. I don't know. Interesting. Hot Wheels police bus. Interesting. Looks like the windows, the tampo on the side slipped a bit. Matchbox. Mercedes-Benz 500 SL, made in Thailand. Ah, it looks a lot like the Hot Wheels one. Very similar. I don't even know where to begin with this one. It's got Japanese on the bottom of it. It's part of an old... Is this a Voltron thing? Or, definitely looks like it was like the foot for something. But, I don't know. It's kind of fun. Let me know in the comments below if you know what that is. Another Matchbox Dodge Viper GTS. Cool. Matchbox Jaguar XJ220. It's a beautiful car. This was an old, this was originally like, yeah, Silver Bullet. This was one of the old Ultra Hots. I think it's got, this one feels like it's got plastic housing on it, though. Like, it used to be a metal body, metal base car, but this is definitely plastic. Interesting. Looks like it might be a color changer too. Again, another Majorette Chevy Impala, which is insane. So there's like 4 of them in this collection. Hot Wheels Ford Bronco. Very cool. I am almost done. I assure you, I'm got to get to Tracy out there. Yachtming fire engine. That's very cool. Standing ladder. She's with her mom right now. She's fine. She just woke up a little crabby. Majorette, some kind of like farm trailer. That's good. Always love having more trailers. Looks like a BMW 850. 1990. Yeah. That's cool. Hot Wheels. The old Hot Wheels Miata. That's cool. It's got an interesting paint job on it. Very thick paint job. Almost like a premium casting paint job. A little no-name Ferrari. Know that one. Hot Wheels 2nd Gen Viper. GTS R. 90s. Or early 2000s. This is another old Hot Wheels. 1988. Don't know the branding on that, but it's nice. Metal body, metal base, old black wall wheels. So, it's a cool find. And I think we only got a few left. Oh, there's another one of those. Bandai in Japan, 1985. So this must have been like to like one of those Voltron type setups. There's that Majorette Pontiac Firebird again. And the one that got me really excited, this is the old Corgi Buick Regal from, this was originally like a Kojak branded car. Very hard to find these here. I think Hot Wheels did a recasting of it, but this is very cool. So anyway, thank you for coming along with me for a very long ride down this haul of cars. I've got a giant pile of cars on my desk now to deal with, but just wanted to share them off with y'all and remind you that the deals are still out there. Just be sure to, go off the beaten path a little and support your local thrift shops, because you never know what you'll find. So, as always, I want to thank you for coming along with me for the ride. I got another couple builds coming up that I can't wait to show you. So be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let me know in the comments which ones you want to see me build. So, until next time, stay fresh, cheese bags.